Guys, lend me your energy for this review. I can't review this game without you. I can't take it down. Lend me your energy. I don't think Goku cried when he was casting the Spirit Bomb, but it's really intense. Is that all you got? No, did any of you actually put your hands up, or was I standing here looking like an idiot all on my own? I know you did. You don't count though. You're kind of skinny. Do you want to? Never mind. Dragon Ball FighterZ. Oh, I love this game. It's really great, and let me tell you why I love it, except for the one thing that I can't stand about it. What is that? Find out today. I swear this video is about to get better. The last good Dragon Ball Z fighting game, and let me explain what I mean by that when I get to it, it was Burst Limit. 2D fighter almost, it was 3D models and there was a little bit of movement in it, but it was kind of limited in how you moved around. And it was awesome, I loved that game. After Burst Limit, however, which was on the 360 and PS3, they moved into Raging Blast games and then the Xenosaga games, and it went really open battles, and they really started trying to recreate and make it feel like you're in a Dragon Ball Z battle. And I loved Raging Blast. Raging Blast 1 and 2 were really amazing games. They had huge rosters that you could choose from, and they made the battles feel really intense. I played it for hours and got really great at it. Then Xenosaga 2 came out, I ended up picking up on the Switch. In my mind, I was thinking, good, we're getting a lot closer now to what a Dragon Ball Z battle would feel like. But I was wrong. What it actually took was going back to a similar formula like Burst Limit, like a traditional Street Fighter style, Marvel vs. Capcom style fighter, and it is freaking amazing. I can't even fathom it. Playing this game feels right. Playing this game feels like you are literally in the anime. They've restricted your movement as far as you're in a 2D style fighter and you can't go anywhere you want, you can't fly up and fly down, which was such an attractive feature to the other games that made it feel realistic. Something about bringing it back to this old school formula worked amazingly. I mean, I know I'm showing gameplay while I'm talking about this, and you can see it. You can see it with your eyeballs. It's intense. It's amazing. It's incredible. Every character feels different. Every character has their own crazy moves. Every fight feels like you're in the anime. And if you play the story mode, there's actually a story mode that's really similar to a saga of Dragon Ball Z. It feels like you're playing the actual cartoon. It feels like you're in the anime. I don't know how they went so right with this game. I like fighting games for the most part. There are a lot that I love. For me, I love Marvel vs. Capcom, so that was another highlight for me playing this game because it's based so heavily on the Marvel vs. Capcom games. But I've never really got addicted to a fighter game since the old days. I mean, there's so much I play now. Playing a fighter game is I like Injustice 2 a fair bit, but it never holds my attention more than a day or so. This has me every time I think about it, I'm like, I should go play that. I should go play more of that. It has me trying to perfect it, trying to get better at it. And that's another thing I really love about this game. It is so beginner friendly. The combinations and the button layouts and the controls, they're really easy. When Kim and I first brought the game home, we decided to play it together and we played a couple rounds and she almost beat me a couple times. We were both trying to figure out the controls and we were having fights that legitimately looked good. Now, with how much I've played it, she hasn't. I could tell that she probably wouldn't stand as much of a chance, but the fact that we both could pick it up and have a good time is a testament to how easy the controls are to pick up. If you wanted to just play story mode right now with no previous knowledge of fighters, or not really even being good at fighters, or not really even knowing the Dragon Ball Z universe, I guarantee you could pick this up and start playing the story mode and have a great time. The story mode starts really easy as well. But it's when you start trying to get good at the controls, to learn all the controls, learn the character combinations, learn what each of them do, but then start stringing it together, getting good at bouncing the enemy around, get good at stringing together combos and not having any downtime. And when you have an opponent that gets good at the same thing, the fights get insane. It's just zipping around, fighting action, crazy combinations, and if you're looking from the outside in, you could if you had no idea how to play the game, it's like, how are either of you doing any of this? And that's exactly what a Dragon Ball Z fight or a Dragon Ball fight has always been. Two badass guys or multiple badass guys fighting and going crazy, other characters looking at them like, I can't believe how strong they are. I have no idea what they're doing up there. It's exactly the same thing. Before I talk about the thing I don't like about the game, just one last time, the fighting mechanics, whether you're a fan of Dragon Ball, whether you're not a fan of Dragon Ball, whether you're good at fighters, bad at fighters, don't like fighters, hate fighters, love fighters, play this game because this is a fighter for everyone in my opinion. This game is absolutely brilliant and I've never seen a game be more true to the anime, be more true to It's one of them things that's almost, I could say, as a total whole. Even outside of a fighter, I've never seen a game stay so true to its source material and make it feel like you're playing the game. Now here's what I absolutely hate about the game. And it's the only drawback, and it's not really that bad at all. It was just really frustrating for me. And the main thing that bothers me every time is I can't stand the hub world. And again, so many people love these hub worlds, love this hub world, love the hub worlds in Xenosaga. I think it's completely unnecessary. I like Xenosaga. I almost said love. You heard that? Like Xenosaga. I didn't like the hub world, but it served a purpose, and I got what it was there for. It added to the world. It added to the globe feeling they were trying to build. This, I feel like, is unnecessary. I was ready for a straight up fighter. I was ready for whenever I wanted to play. I brought up a fighting screen, arcade, local battle, online battle. I just picked what I wanted, and then I went to battle and picked the story mode, went to battling. That's what I wanted. I was ready for a straight up fighter. What I was treated to was a hub world where you need to walk around and interact with the menu. Every time the game loads up, it loads up a bunch of different loading screens because it has to load up this world just so I can instantly walk over to local battle, instantly walk over to story mode and start playing story mode. I don't need that extra step. I don't need you to load that world for me just so I could go ahead and load story mode anyway. Once you figure out where everything is, it's not really an issue. It's an extra minute, 2 minutes out of your way every time you start the game up, but then once the game started up, it is what it is. So it's a minor inconvenience. The little chibi characters are kind of cute. The world is kind of cool. It's small, as I said, so it doesn't take too much time to walk around it. It's a small little nitpick that I felt wasn't necessary. But the way that it really bothers me and gets frustrating is the online right now, if you want to play with friends, in my opinion, it's broken. And I won't talk about this too long because there's only so many people out there watching this video right now that are buying this game specifically to play with their friends. But okay, so I was on a live stream and I wanted to play with some people in the live stream and some friends of mine. There were 4 friends I was trying to play with. Here's what you need to do, and it took a while to figure this out, by the way, because initially we were trying to go to matchmaking, we're trying to go to the arena, we're trying to make up rooms or lobbies and trying to figure out how you join a person's room. You can't do it unless you do this. You need to both log out of whatever server you're in, walk over to the reception desk, log out of whatever server you're in, pick the same server, pick the same lobby, enter that game. Then when you both have your little characters in the game, you need to start a ring match, do all your stuff, and then walk over to the person that started the ring match and join their ring match. Here's the issue with that though, it doesn't work. For some reason, some people could join my room, others said no room found, even though they're standing right there and you're trying to join. They tried making rooms that I couldn't join, and this was for a ring arena, which was for multiple people. There was literally no way we could find to just pick someone and be like, hey, can I fight you? I didn't understand why you couldn't walk up to another character on the map, look at their player card and challenge them to a fight. That you could go to world matchmaking and you could all try and search in world matchmaking and hope you get matched up together, but we were never getting matched up. You can go to the arena in the middle, but again, you have to wait for multiple people for fights to even start. And best case scenario, you start a ring match, you get a few people in, then you're completely random as to who you fight. It just mixes you up and you fight random people at random times. And that's not what I want. I literally wanted to fight this person, then this person, then this person, and I couldn't do it.
There's no way to just say, hey Patrick, like really all these characters right now, and I can't I can't pick their player card or some shit and challenge them to a one-on-one fight. You can start your own ring match like these people are doing, even though you can't join the rooms half the time. And when you do, that's random and involves waiting for a match. So there's literally no way to just 1v1 a selected person. I can't choose someone to fight. You can maybe get into the same little ring match as someone and wait, and hopefully you'll get to fight someone once, and then wait for it to flip back around again. Jimmy, you were muted because you and Gareth were going at each other and being bitchy in the chat, and I'm too frustrated right now to deal with people yelling at each other. My game's better than your game. I like the style of this game better than you like the style of that game. I don't want an open world style game.
This would have been so much easier if there was just if you could just choose between a splash screen or a title menu, and have the chibi world if you wanted, but have the menu choice, go to online battle, and something like verse friend or invite friend or add friend. It's not hard. It's 2018. We've done this a million times. I'm hoping they patch it to where at least if you're going to keep this structure, have it so the rooms actually work, because I can't tell you how frustrating that was. I felt like that was worth mentioning understanding since so many of us play online now in 2018. If you're trying to play with a friend, it might be really hard. Maybe it was just my experience. If you're just trying to play online in general, finding random games, it takes a little bit sometimes, but it's fairly straightforward. Don't let any of that take away from what I said earlier though. The game is amazing. I can deal with a hub world that I don't really like if it means at the end of the day I get to play this fighting game. I love it. I love it. It's so good. It's so great. So pick it up or don't. I don't care. It's up to you. Dragon Ball FighterZ, I really enjoyed it. I give it a 9 out of 10. I never rate games, but I'm going to confidently give this one a 9 woods out of 10 woods because I love it. It's amazing. I only lost 1 point because of the hub world and online stuff. Remember to like this video, leave a comment down below with what you think of this game, or if you're gonna pick it up, subscribe if you haven't already, because I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I realize that there's gonna be about 3 videos in a row where I'm wearing the same thing, but A, I just bought this bad boy and I like it so much, and B, I'm filming all of these back to back because I haven't had time to film in the last week. So it's like, I don't care.